Good Good has gone through a number of different roster constructions since their inception in 2020. So many stars joining, leaving. I mean, heck, George Bryan and Kyle Berkshire were in the initial Good Good and left and blew up on their own. But there was one key signing in the last 12 months who I think really saved Good Good, in my opinion, is their best signing to date. Like I said, they've gone through a number of different roster constructions, young and old. Let's get into it. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome to the Scratch Golf Show. If you're new here to the channel, welcome. My name is Marco and I'm your host. Here on the Scratch Golf Show, we're typically talking YouTube golf and professional golf news, but it's been a slow week on the golf news front, and I've actually been enjoying these discussion topic style, whatever you want to call them, videos where I give an opinion and then I hear your thoughts in the comments below. So make sure you comment on said topic. And today, like I said, I want to talk about all Good Goods roster constructions, but I mainly want to focus on one signing in particular. And no, I'm not talking about Grant Horvat, Micah Morris, or even Luke Kwan. A signing in the last 12 months, technically still, Mr. Shawn Walsh. Now, most people are probably going to maybe bat their eyes. I don't know. In my opinion, Shawn is one of, if not the most important signing that Good Good has ever made. Now, why do I say that? One, Shawn is a great guy. He's obviously very good at golf. But you look at the time when he signed. There's Good Good was 5 members. They had Brad, Garrett, Bubby, Steve, and Matt. And at the time, their content was obviously doing good. Luke Kwan had left, as we know. Grant and Micah left the year before, and they really needed someone to offset Brad. Brad, in my opinion, the second most important Good signing ever. But they really needed someone to offset it because Brad was winning every challenge under the sun. Didn't matter if it was a wheel or not ideal, T-flip, and it was similar to Kwan, right? When it was Kwan kind of doing what Brad was doing, that they were just too good. They really needed somebody to offset that talent. Now, the reason why I say they saved Good, I mean, that's a little tongue-in-cheek. I'll get into that more in a little bit. But September 12th, 2024, enter Shawn Walsh. Now, if you don't know Shawn had kind of come through YouTube with Luke Kwan. He had met Luke Kwan. He's been buddies with Kwan since the early days playing competitively in Texas. But Shawn had been introduced through YouTube from the Good Championship, and obviously gotten through that with his connection to Kwan, and he had done all those videos with Kwan, and you know, those videos were so good. I actually do really miss those, and I hope we see those too, and maybe Brad or maybe the Taco and New Zealand boys link up for some time in the future. But you saw Shawn travel across Europe. I mean, they had done a ton of great content over Peter Finch in Europe, Valderrama, I mean, you name it. And Shawn really shined on camera. He has a very, very good personality. Fun fact, Shawn, when he did the Good Championship, they had told him he had signed as an initial athlete. They're like, yes, you're very good at golf, but you're also very good on camera, which I think was hilarious because he is really good on camera. And Shawn, if you see this, you know how I feel about you, buddy. I mean, you have a very entertaining personality. I think your self-humor and self-deprecation is hilarious and very relatable to us average golfers who aren't like +7 handicaps. But like I said, at the time, they really needed someone to let, you know, kind of even Brad out. I mean, Brad is still the best golfer in Good, in my opinion. He's a little better than Shawn, but I think on any given day, Shawn can go out there and shoot 60 and kick Brad's ass. But at the end of the day, they just, at the time, like I said, needed somebody to balance Brad out. Now let's fast forward to now. 12 months. I mean, like I said, we're coming up on his 1-year anniversary, which is, I think, like I said, September 12th, 2024. And he is kind of integrated into, now there's the core 4, which is Steve, Matt, Bubby, and Garrett. But now we kind of have the core 6, as Brad and Shawn have basically integrated into, now there's a 6-man lineup. Now we've seen Mo, Blake, J&A also been signed, but they're not as active and they're not in as many videos. Now, Mo and Blake are in more than J&A. J&A has kind of done their own thing where they're good members, but they're more doing their own thing and they're just sponsored good athletes, essentially. But they still appear in good stuff. I know they're going to be doing a road trip where I think they're going to go to different colleges promoting Good's new college line, etc. But getting back to it, Shawn has signed at the same time as J&A and around Blake and Melosi, and Shawn's in every video, and it just makes sense, right? Like I said, with him bringing Shawn in to level set Brad and to really even out all the challenges, it just makes so much sense. And now I think Shawn has done a really good job integrating himself and making himself valuable to the good ecosystem. Like I said, not only is he good on camera, but he is a very good guy, and he has had a lot of success off the golf course. Now, the reason why I say Shawn potentially saved Good, Now, I say that, like I said, tongue in cheek earlier, but they just got through the entire Good Good road trip series. And in my opinion, and it sounds like a lot of your opinions as well, and like I said, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below, guys, from the road trip series, which just included was Good Good some of the best content in a long time and ever. I know I saw that from some of your guys' comments that the road trip series was Good Good's best content ever. And Shawn was completely responsible for that. Not entirely responsible, but played a very big part. If you don't know, Shawn, since he joined, has taken on a managerial role within Good Good. And I don't want to go through this because I actually talked about this in a video a couple weeks ago. But Shawn does a lot of the course scheduling, not only in Dallas, but also since he went to Gonzaga and played college at Gonzaga successfully. And fun fact, Shawn was also a two-time all-academic team at Gonzaga. I didn't know you were a bookworm too, buddy. I was doing some research on you for this video. But he does all the course scheduling. So all those series, Coeur d'Alene, Circling Raven, all these sweet golf courses that we saw in the road trip series were all because of him. He does a lot of the course scheduling in Dallas. He has a lot of relationships, given he's played all over the world, and he's also has a lot of relationships since he's grown up in Keller, Texas. I'm gonna do some fun fact here at the end about Shawn's. I was going to do a different thing for this video, but I just wanted to talk about it. Now, some could make the argument that Grant, Micah, Quan, Brad even are better signings than Shawn himself. But let's just look at the facts. Shawn just started his personal channel 7 months ago. Since then, he's racked up over 80,000 subscribers, millions of views, and not only that, he's taken on a role of his own within Good Good. I think a lot of things that make you a good content creator, one, you have to be good and produce good content, but you also have to know kind of what you're doing. Now, Shawn claims to not be the most great YouTube person or the most experienced person, but you look at the person he hired. I mean, Michael, his editor, is absolutely killing it and then plays a major part of the success that Shawn has on his personal channel. But that's Shawn's decision. Shawn saw the value in Michael to do his personal channel. And like I mentioned, him and Brad, there are two channels that have really taken off in the last 6 to 12 months because of the good effect, and two, where YouTube golf is going. They're both very good and very entertaining. They do these 1v1 matches. They've done a ton of great series with Alexis and Marissa. They just did something at Olympic Club. I know they're doing a whole Northeast series of 1v1 matches here coming up down the pipe. Fellas, you got to come to Michigan so I can come, take your money, do a Michigan series or something. But that whole interaction, I feel like it's not getting enough love. A lot of people aren't talking about Shawn and Brad and how good they are. Shawn is going to be on track to cruise past 100,000 subscribers in his first year. Brad also going past 200, probably going to hit 250,000 subscribers if he continues his current trend in a year, which is just truly, truly insane. But the reason why I don't say it's Grant, Micah, or even Quan is because Grant and Micah kind of came up through the Good Good glory days. Nothing against them. I'm not saying Good Good made them. But those guys, everyone already knew who they were because of how popular Good Good was in those early 2020, 2021, 2022 days. I mean, the Pro Surf Farms days, the Good Good glory days, where they would just throw something up. I mean, the Stumps versus Twigs. And after that, after they had left, Grant obviously has become Grant. I mean, he's literally the needle. He's the biggest YouTuber. He's the biggest YouTube golfer right now. He literally is the Scotty Scheffler, Tiger Woods, the needle. Good for Grant. And Micah also has had a very successful career outside of Good Good. But like I said, those guys were recognizable through Good Good and then went and bet on themselves and did their own thing and have had very successful careers outside of Good Good. Quan had his thing before Good Good. I know Quan had a channel, did courses, course management, and professional grind before Good Good. Before even joining, he had already amassed 50,000 subscribers, came into Good Good and utilized that to continue to grow and do all that stuff with Good Good. And then it has now done his own thing. We've seen him and the New Zealand boys. Side note, teasing this, do you potentially have our first New Zealand boy interview coming up? Don't want to jinx it, but could be coming up. So hit that subscribe button just for that. But in my opinion, guys, I really do think Shawn himself is probably the best signing in Good Good. And I want to do some fun facts about our guy Shawn. I did some research for different. This video was supposed to be different, but I ended up just scrapping that, and I want to do something different. Fun fact: Shawn is actually currently ranked the 4,729th ranked golfer in the world. His best ranking was 1,315th. So at some point, he almost cracked the top 1,000. If you missed this earlier, he was a two-time all-academic team at Gonzaga. And I pulled this quote from 2018 article, which I found absolutely hilarious. Shawn, in an article, said he turned his passion into a golf career because the young professional is motivated by the desire to never sit behind a desk for a 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. job. Shawn said, I am blessed that I think I have the best gig around. I truly believe that. I'm incredibly blessed to be given this opportunity to play a game for a living, and I don't want to waste it. Buddy, you didn't waste it. I don't think you ended up where you thought you would, but you don't have that 9-to-5 job. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. It's a slow week on the news front, so I'm trying to do some different content. Leave your thoughts in the comments below if you like it. Want to hear more discussion topic style videos, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.